that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama. To kick off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida Gators offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the draw. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. Inside the 40. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Florida. The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 45, on his way. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for room. It's Isaac. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Gators will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Well, jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense drags him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. I want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. So the offense accepts the 15-yard penalty after that special teams miscue. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense might bring the house here. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's at the touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Abrams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Pulls it in on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. And
what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now it's second and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Florida. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, running back gets the give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Breaks the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, and it's incomplete on 3rd down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Motion from the back. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Back's going for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his man. It's Pope. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pocket breaking down. Got rid of it just in time. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The lone back's got it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll
tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiples. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Wide out trying to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. He'll set up to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Peace. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Isaac. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
It's complete to the right. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Gators sending the offense back to work.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Powers through. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Jordan. Got room at the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Rushes on him. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down. You know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this out.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot. But couldn't hook up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Florida offense will take over 1st and 10.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On the direct snap, it's Peace. Got his man on the right. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like,